Hey gang, I wanted to give you another food for thought coming up again, visiting this idea of diet as this huge, massive contributor to results. As I've talked about in previous videos, it may matter more for some results, other results it may not be more of a minor influence. But if diet is a bigger contributing factor to your success, it could point towards two things that, may not be so great. Number one is if diet is the majority of what's getting you the results, it could be pinpointing not so much that now the diet is the big thing, but it could be that it was pointing to the diet or your particular diet beforehand was that bad. Okay, so in my previous history, when I started to experiment with fitness, diet had a very minor role in any of my success. And part of it was because I was blessed to be raised with parents. We had an organic garden. I was raised with the ideas of, junk food and stuff is used as a treat. You don't have Doritos for lunch, these sorts of things. So I grew up with a pretty healthy diet and eating styles. So when I started to tweak my diet a little bit, not much changed because it was already pretty good. The second thing too is it could be pointing out that your activity levels in a weight loss or weight management thing could be not adequate to be a big influence. People say, oh, exercise doesn't really matter that much. That could mean, well, it should. It should matter more than it does for you, and it could mean that you need to move a lot more. And again, in my personal history, it was activity and exercise that did the biggest effect to my body. So my personally, diet was like 10% of what really made any difference, but exercise and activity was a huge change because while my diet was usually fine, I was still pretty sedentary growing up. Then I got into harder training in martial arts, bike racing, skiing, all this stuff really serious, and that's what changed me because my activity level was the minor influence. So diet being a bigger influence towards your change could mean diet was not that great to begin with, or it could mean that your activity level isn't enough of an influence to really matter that much. Just some food for thought. Be fit, live free.